In this movie, we are going to connect the arms, create a clavicle control, and connect the neck to the main skeleton. So we're going to start by connecting the IK and FK arms just to make sure that they are part of the same hierarchy. So I'm going to start with the IK arms, and I'm just going to get the IK left shoulder, and the IK left shoulder is going to become a child of the clavicle, and then the FK left shoulder is going to become a child of the clavicle. There's a little bit of an inconsistency there, but they will work fine. And I'm going to do the same thing for the right arm. So the IK shoulder will become a child of the clavicle, and the FK right shoulder will become a child of the clavicle. This is a straight parent-child relationship. So now either way, when you move your character, in FK or IK, you'll be able to have a good both skeletons following it. You can see that now it's happening there. Okay. Then we are going to move on to creating a controller for the clavicle joint. And in this case, I'm going to start by just creating a curve node again. And this curve node, I'm going to just snap it to that joint. I'm going to hide my geometry so it's a little bit easier to snap it there. And I'm going to scale it up and modify freeze transformations. Actually, I'm going to have to modify some more too, but I'm going to just scale it up and rotate it, and I'm going to place it in an area where I can have a little bit better control, but I'm going to change actually the shape of it before I rotate it, so it's a little bit easier for me to do it. So I'm going to make a, with using the controls, I'm going to make it so that I can, let's see, scale down the corners. Really, the shape doesn't matter. It's something that you feel makes sense for you. I'll just take a peek at it, how it works there. So that one will give me a good reference, and I'm going to now rotate it so that I can use it. And I'm going to actually place it there in an area where I can have a good selection of it. I'm going to shrink it down a little bit on this direction here, and a little bit in this direction, and then I'm going to modify freeze transformation one more time and change its pivot point. I'm going to change it so that it pivots from the clavicle joint, of course, and I'm going to duplicate it and do the same thing for the other arm. Actually, I'm going to duplicate special so it's mirrored. So when I say edit, duplicate special, and it's going to be duplicated along the X. So I'm going to say -1 on X. I'm going to say apply. That way you just get mirrored that way. And now I'm going to be moving it to the other joint there. And I will just modify freeze transformation on that one. So I'm going to rename both. I'm going to rename this one, and this one I'm going to give it the name of left underscore clavicle underscore control, and I'm going to group that. And same thing, I'm going to just select the name and rename the group. Underscore GRP, and of course that one, set up your point. I'm going to just pivot it on the joint, that way it makes sense. And I'm going to do the same thing for this one. So this one is going to be actually right clavicle control. I'm going to copy that, and then we just group it, and that one's going to be control underscore group. And same thing, I'm going to modify pivot point center. The group has to be center pivot point. And then of course change the pivot point to snap it to the clavicle control. Now when I have both there located, I'm going to generate a panning constraint relationship between that controller and the clavicle joint. So I'm going to select the clavicle joint, first the controller, second the joint with shift, and I'm going to say constraint, panning constraint. In this case I'm going to maintain the offset, and I'm going to do translation and rotation both simultaneously. I'm going to hit apply, and I'm going to do the same thing for the other one, and then apply. That way I can now use this controller to manipulate. Oh, I had duplicated it twice, I guess. Let's see, to manipulate the shoulder. I did a double duplicate it by accident, so that's why it didn't work. Here it is. So here it has it there. Let me see if because I duplicated one by accident, I still have my naming convention correct. Okay, so I have that. Now, this, of course, this group is detached from everything, and I want it to be actually connected to the rest of the rig. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the group and I'm going to make it a child just by hitting P of the box of the shoulder controller, and then I'm going to do the same thing for the group of the right one, and I'm going to select this one. I'm going to P, so that one, the way it's connected to it, and it will go with it. Okay.